supposed
special.
to tell me these things. Makeup chicks.
What's up?
Makeup.
Can never hear Danielle Harris scream enough, even if we have to do it twice.
Amen to that. Welcome,
what's
welcome.
up?
What's cracking, my friends?
What's up, people?
What's good, people?
Apologies
Good
for how inebriated I was last night when I spoke to you on the phone, Michael.
Hey, on a scale from 1 to 10, you're a 0.13, my friend.
I would have blew the meter up. I would have blew into that thing. I would have said, "I give up. Thanks. Enough."
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing.
Turned out to be my lucky number for the longest time. I'm not proud of that.
Yeah, so I was playing them at a local music festival from like 12 to 3 o'clock, and then there was parties all over town. They had beer trucks and food, and I just kept hopping around town.
I
And
thank you. I don't get a special shout out or anything.
Ooh, it was rough.
That sounds rough, my friend. There's parts of the not drinking, that I don't miss about it. It's too much headache, too much apologies, too much, feeling bad for what you did the day before, even though you don't know what you did the day before. It's a rough way to live for me. But some people can try it. I can't. They can take it easy. I cannot do that. I can't even do a wine tasting and sip it and swish it and spit it into a bucket. If I put wine in my mouth, within 2 hours, I'll be calling exes. What's up, bitch? Or something stupid like that. So,
and
glad to be away
Steve's
from
here. What's up, Steve? What's up, brother? Steve was actually going to meet up with me at the festival yesterday. He was in the area, but he wasn't able to make it.
Nice.
Next time.
How was the tunes? It didn't sound like you were digging on the tunes there.
It's the same stuff. We got to learn some new songs, and after a while, I want to try some different stuff.
An insecure singer doing Blink 182 songs and shit like that you heard on MTV, and they're 50s, 60s.
Joe, I got you. I see you here. You want to come in, or
just see what? I just want to see what it does.
You want to see if it explodes? Let's see.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh man,
is there
multiple choices.
Is there a echo at all? An echo?
No, it seems to be okay. Actually, no, I'm getting an echo. I am getting an echo now.
All right. Well then, sub dogs. Hold on, let's get this.
A little bit of an echo.
Eventually, there will be dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour. There will be some Halloween on your Halloween podcast.
So,
all right, that's the best Jeff Goldblum I could come up with. I opened the shirt up a little bit. There we go.
Look at you, showing off a little skin. Look at you. There you go. Look at that. Little tour.
I could tour the facilities at the same time. I could just sit here.
That's awesome.
This is like a Patreon privilege or some shit.
So this, I'd say this is a perfect opportunity to find out what is going on at Michael's Horror and Pinball. What do you think? What's new at Michael's Horror and Pinball? So what's new at Michael's Horror and Pinball? Anything cool, interesting come in?
At Michael's Horror and Pinball. Well, the open jam nights on the weekends have become a success.
Oh, nice.
And actually, it's kind of relevant to our conversation this evening, where we will be talking about our analyses on Friday the 13th, Part 6.
Correct.
And when the guy who played Court, Mr. Tom Fridley, was in town signing autographs, he came out to the shop, was here till 1:30, and we were just jamming tunes loud as crap all night on the drums and things like that. And we realized he suggested maybe you should turn this place into a little nightclub right here and have a bar setting with a band and this and that, build the stage. I'm like, hell yeah, let's try it. Since no one called the cops, we could see how long we can get away with it, right?
Mm-hmm. That works.
Yeah, so it's kind of relevant to that in some wild way. But yeah, and then what else is new? Oh, we have signed on for about 6 more conventions coming up in the next 6 months or so in the San Antonio area with some, I can't talk about them yet, but it's hard not to, kind of guests. at some of these conventions. I'm really looking forward to it.
Wow, there's that many
And
conventions in that area in that amount of time?
huh?
That's crazy. There's that many conventions in like
There
six
are
months?
little pop-up cons, they are calling them. It's
Pop-up
like a
ones?
little trendy thing where a pal of mine does, and that's just with one group. That's just with my one buddy with Social Revolt. Which
Wow.
check them out on Facebook, Social Revolt, and then you'll get the full list of all the events we'll be at. Starting with the Crypt Keeper Kings of Horror event the last weekend of this month at the Vibe Center, which will have John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, which I'm really looking forward to.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere till, I guess, August. Wow, and this month is flying by. Holy crap, it's the 12th. So before I know it, I'll be at Monster Mania. So I'm looking forward to that.
I hear that. No, when I see John Kassir, my mission is to get him to do the voicemail for Michael's Horror and Pinball Store.
Right.
But I know he's under contract. He's not allowed to use that
Right.
voice.
Yep.
So I want him to do it in the John Kassir voice. And then I'll just tell people when they come into the store, hey, check it out. The voicemail was done by the dude, the Crypt Keeper. And when they listen to it, they're expecting the Crypt Keeper is like, hi, you've reached Michael's Horror and Pinball. Please leave a message. And it's just some dude. But I'll tell him it's that dude. It's like it's a story all its own to break the ice with people and get a conversation started.
Very,
I'm
very
proud.
cool.
Proud.
Well, so, Joe, I know you're doing the tour. Anything new and interesting added to your collection? Obviously, you're not home, but...
As a matter of fact, I did. I could talk about one while I left one in the car. I'll take you with me. So, one I got was the new cloth NECA Elvira.
We're going on location.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there was a new figure came out, the Elvira figure. And I was able
Man, this is like the greatest security system ever.
Front door. Uh-oh. Joe,
Hey,
take yourself off mute.
We'll do what he'll use the mouth.
I was
and
able
we'll
to
just say
get the
words that come out
Elvira
of his mouth.
figure cloth,
Ah,
right?
There you
damn
go.
it.
And there was a pop-up toy convention yesterday. And I was able to get this puppy. And I'm really proud of it. Let me come on in.
I seriously was about to look behind me
Front
to see
door.
who just came in the door.
All right, so let's bring it to Michael's camera.
Unbelievable.
So Comic-Con exclusive 2012. Show that off, my friend. Check that out.
Ooh, it is the good one that I missed.
Ooh,
The
very
black
nice.
and white. Oh, you still got the price on her.
You still got the price on it,
Which
too.
I see was a decent deal.
That's
That's
not a
right.
bad price, yeah.
Yeah, for this one, not a bad deal.
Not at all. So I was
Not
able to
at all.
cop that yesterday, and it was real fun. Like Michael was saying, y'all were saying, San Antonio, they have a lot of events, and yesterday was a lot of toy collectors, a lot of rare stuff, a lot of personal collections, and it was real cool to just see everybody's stuff that they've collected over the years. So, real cool stuff, man, and that was the big pickup from yesterday, actually.
Who's your dick?
Cool.
So,
Yeah, nice. I didn't get too much. I actually I did get a new shirt, which for Michael's favorite movie.
You know,
Oh,
when
that's
you
killer.
texted me and showed me a picture of that shirt, it said you were getting a lot of compliments. And I looked down, and I swear to God, maybe it's like you see what you want to see or something, because I saw it. I looked down and saw it said, I'm getting a lot of complaints. And I was like, I can't wait to talk to Patrick Ring and rub it in his face that his stupid idea to wear a Halloween 3 shirt backfired on him. And
Yeah.
then sure as shit.
I was surprised how many people were like, oh wow, cool shirt, love that movie. I was like, wow, all right. Think I'd give it a shot and wear it. I got another Halloween T-shirt, but it's in the laundry, so I didn't wear it.
In
Well,
all
I got
fairness,
that.
let me ask you something. Be honest.
What's
If it
that?
was a Halloween 4 shirt, how many of those people that said something to you would have said something to you as well?
Oh, I'm sure, just as many, if not, because now you got to remember they're seeing this, they're not seeing a Michael Myers face on it. So if you see Michael Myers' face, you're gonna get a lot more people. Like if I wear like a Halloween, like a regular Halloween T-shirt out somewhere, I'll get a million. Hey, cool shirt, love that movie. You know, you get all that shit. So it probably would have been a lot more. Halloween 3, there it is. And speaking of Halloween 3, one of the other things I got in, which I saw you're unboxing,
It's beautiful.
the
I
Cheeky
knew you'd
Mugs.
have one. That's why I didn't pull mine out of the case, the display, because I knew you'd have one to show them.
Yes, super nice box.
What's up,
And
you kid?
and I actually left them out so I can show everybody what they look like. There's the skull. And
We need to get a drone flying around this place. I'm
the
telling you
witch.
right now.
Witch looks a lot like Medusa.
Those are
But
so cool. When I pulled them out and took a look at them, I'm like, whoa, the snakes, all this stuff is so gangster looking.
they did a real nice job on these. They really did.
I agree.
So I got that, my new shirt, another shirt that came in the mail, and as always, another highlight from my pickup from the Michael Romano collection. Is still
sweet.
ongoing. So this is, let me see if I hold this up, a set of original French lobby cards with La
Whoa,
Nuit
those are
de
cool.
Masque.
Show those. Hey, Stephen Green's saying the world's smallest micro figure of Michael Myers he just picked up. Didn't you get one of those too, Patring?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I haven't gotten one of those yet.
Yeah, these are awesome photos too. I love these things. So
They never get
there's-
old.
I love lobby cards. They're like my favorite thing. Like I said, anything to do with them, the original especially. I love the hand. It's awesome. The German, it's just a lot of the German ones are the same photos too.
That H2O box he just showed, I believe, is a VHS collector set from
Oops.
like a different country that has like a hat in it and stuff.
What else?
It's
And there's
super
Miss
cool.
Nancy.
They know how to do VHSs and lobby cards and
This
DVDs
is
and
always-
artwork in other countries real well, don't they, Patring?
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
the
a good
European stuff is
question. Do
always
you have
cool.
a favorite, like German or French or, that kind of thing? Do you have a favorite kind of outline that you usually go to?
What do you mean as far like a cover? Whoop.
If you had to say, like, who you think does it better, like what country you get excited to get stuff from more because they do a better job?
Germany.
Me too, 100%.
Yes.
Did you ever get into those Halloween 1 Blu-ray, German Blu-rays that have the really cool artwork and there's like 20 of them?
No, I know I saw them, and actually I was gonna Michael Romano had a bunch of them up for sale. I think he sold some of them too, and I was gonna maybe look into it. They're not gonna be cheap. They're not gonna be cheap regardless where you got them.
And it's
They
not
flew-
easy to find all of them.
Yeah, that flew under the radar for me. Yeah, that flew under the radar for me, so I didn't see that. Actually, I forgot about that. Like you were saying, the world's smallest microfigure. I forgot to add that to my pile because we're showing statues and figurines today. I always forget something. But at least people
So
realize
in
I
case
do
you
forget
can't
something.
hear what Joe's saying, I'll tell you because I can hear him in the background here. He's saying, Mike is what?
No, Steve was asking about
Handsome.
the H2O.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Hold on.
Dude.
What was the H2
Look at
box?
This one.
Hey, Joe. Pull it
What
out.
is that?
Pull it out. Pull the fella out.
What is that H2O box?
Yes, indeed. Beauty. I love this thing. So you open it up, and immediately you see, what is this? You open it up, it's a hat. It's a damn hat. Isn't that wild?
That's red.
Did you ever think you'd get a hat with a VHS?
No.
And then, of course, you got Halloween
nice.
H2O on the VHS.
That's what she said.
And then you got Halloween 1 on the VHS. And then you got some newspaper down there to pack here.
That is cool.
Is there a date?
That's cool as hell. I never. When did that come out? When
I
H2O
think it
H2O was
came out in
released?
97, right? Or 98, rather.
Okay, so it came out with as a set. I never saw that. That one slipped by me. I have to
Yeah,
keep my
with the
eyes open
movie.
for that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it looks
Very
like an
cool.
action figure box, doesn't it? That's what's so cool.
That's what I
about
thought it was. I thought it was a figure, and I'm like, oh, I never saw that figure, but that's even cooler.
Really
Wow.
rad. Well, I was
Very
just
cool.
saying, guys, that I was looking at the whole research, And we have a lot on our plates today, fellas.
Yeah, I know. We gotta have to move along. We started a little late, and then we gotta definitely move along. Yeah, because we're gonna do. Also, I also uploaded. Where'd Michael go? He disappeared on us.
Oh, he's right here. He's on the move.
I also,
Yeah.
if you wanted to, I also uploaded the.
You guys got to see the back of this dude's phone, man. Joe's phone is kicking ass. Like, come over and show him what the back of your phone looks like.
Gotcha.
This thing looks so gangster.
Let's see.
Halloween VHS.
Oh, that's cool as hell. I love that.
Isn't that awesome? And it
That's
apparently
awesome.
comes with reverb and everything.
Absolutely.
It's got delay, reverb.
This is cool.
That's my sound check.
You're getting all kinds of angles from the shop. I mean, this is pretty cool.
Yes, Steve. I never saw that one either, too. That flew under
That's
the radar.
what
That
she
H2O. That's what she said.
I mean, where else can you come and you do a live podcast? You see some badass collectibles, and you can even play darts.
Darts.
Look at this shit.
Oh man,
All right,
we
let's see
got
if I
darts.
can. Let's see if I can hit it live.
And don't hit the machine.
Woo! 10 points. Not bad. You can do everything. So, Marcus Horton Pinball.
Do you want to go ahead? Well,
we were doing foaling, which is bowling with footballs.
Want to move along? Because, yeah, we do got a big plate of stuff tonight. So we can go right into showing the figures and figurines because, I mean, not that I know there's a lot of them. I put a pile next to me. I'll go through them. And we'll just keep going. This way we don't run too bad on time. So let's... where is my stuff?
Yeah. I can see it. Like fires are started.
I will see you guys shortly. Very soothing. Very soothing music.
Oh, shit.
All right, now you can make everybody.
So I forgot we were doing figurines again. We have to get that going again, huh?
The dart bullseye should be Busta Rhymes.
Should be Busta Rhymes. Amen, sir. Mr. Steve, I hope you stick around because today you bring up a good point. We're doing a fantasy recasting of Halloween abortion, and I have the best one, and there's no way either one of these two can top who I said should have been the Busta Rhymes character instead of Busta Rhymes. No way in hell. Button up my damn shirt. What do you see? My tater tots?
You're scaring the kids.
If I have a nip slip, somebody tell me. That would be embarrassing.
All right, so before we do the tour of the shop, I'll show what I have here that I remember to take down.
Yeah, and then we can show what you don't show.
Exactly.
Show what you don't show.
This was one of my favorites. I don't really collect stuff from Halloween 6, obviously, but I thought this was always cool as hell.
Why would you say obviously? That's a great ass movie and easy licensing to acquire. So there's a lot of products.
That's why they slap it on everything. True.
That's what's cool about it. And it's a great movie.
The little Revos figure, the little Revos small little vinyl figure. This little guy with the big head. I love these little Revos figures.
6 is double 3, isn't it?
That's rad. Double 3.
Yep, 6 is twice what 3 is.
Twice as
Halloween 2 mini bust.
Some simple math, Patring.
He said bust.
Twice what 3 is.
I don't know about that.
6 is twice what 3 is.
Twice as shitty is what you're saying?
Did anybody ever go to the Halloween Horror Nights?
No.
I never made it to one. And they're doing a Halloween one. It's strictly Halloween, too. So this was one of the ones they did ages ago. And I got this little figure. This little guy with the big head.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's a lot smaller than he looks.
That's what she said.
Man, we got a lot of that.
We got a lot of that's what she said's going on. Welcome to the 90s hour, where we take you back in time, where our vocabulary never went beyond 1998.
I'm cool with that.
These I love.
Super cool.
Speaking of H3 again, the little spinachers, I love these.
Oh,
these
those
things.
are cool.
Do you have all of them?
Yes, indeedy. There's
Oh,
that.
fantastic! All 5 of them.
That is cool.
There's
Oh, that's my favorite.
four. There's 4 of them.
No, there's 5. There's those 4, and then there's one that I sign and send to you.
I bought the H2 one at Frightmare, not this last one, the last year before, and I had it. Daniel Roebuck. I went to go get his signature, and he was like, "Hey, that little signature, that's badass." He's like, "I'm a collector too, and after I sell, you have it. I'm gonna want it now. So, thanks for letting me see it." I was like, "Holy shit, Daniel fucking Roebuck! That's awesome, nice guy, man.
Super cool guy.
Grandpa Monster.
That's right."
He's on the poster. I didn't even realize until I walked by him and saw it because I didn't know who that Porky's. The dude that look. You ever seen the movie Porky's?
Oh yeah,
You remember Porky?
yeah.
One of the
That's
cooler
what the dude looked
statues.
like to me. I thought it was like that
the
guy.
guy who ran the.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
get this, so I don't get a big glare. There's the glare.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
I miss those. Do you
I know,
have
maybe
the artist proof, or is that one of the other ones?
No, this is one of the other ones, not the artist proof.
That's killer.
I know we showed this on the Funko because it's not a real Funko. It's a dollar store Funko, but this little guy.
That's cool too.
What is that it comes with a carrot? What is that shit?
I know.
Yeah, it has a carrot.
I don't get
Because
that.
because they're supposed to be funny. They call them funnies, but they're supposed to be like bunnies.
That's whack, Arnold.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's
Just goes to show you, I'll buy anything with Halloween 2
No,
on
I
it.
bought
It just,
that too, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. It just says Halloween 2 on it. I don't know.
it's a carrot instead of a butcher knife, right?
Yes.
So you remember I sponsored your old high school, Judson,
Yeah.
the varsity. Michael's Horn Pinball is a proud sponsor of Judson football.
Judson Rockets, baby, let's go. Woo!
That's right. But both of my shops did, and
that
I
one.
just got the email that they're not going to be able to do it because I forgot I have the knives on the logo.
Oh no.
So I might have to put some carrots in.
You can put 2 pencils.
this one where Michael looks nothing like Michael. But this was always a cool one, but he doesn't. The mask doesn't look anything like him. It looks like somebody. I can never figure out who.
He's got like
one of these days.
furrowed eyebrows.
Yeah, it's weird. And then so much.
That's cool.
And of course, the big boy.
This is Joe Vision.
Oh, that was rad, dude.
Welcome to Joe.
Which
That's
is
some
one of the
trippy
old.
shit if you see it from my views.
That's
point.
a
This is one of the original ones too, because this was Spencer's back in the day. So
Oh shit. That's a good looking box too.
Yeah.
You could eat off of it.
Oh, are you tipping out of that chair? Is that chair falling? There. Yes, it is taking
we're-
the whole shop behind it with it.
we're getting an echo again from somebody. I don't know who, but somebody's echoing. Uh-oh. But those are the ones that I remember getting. I forgot to get the little mini one that Steve actually mentioned. It's back there somewhere. But I don't have some of the statues. I know they have the big ones. The hell is it? The ones that just came out. They had the 2 versions. I know you have it because it's in the store.
Which one?
The real big ones that just came out like a year or 2 ago. I haven't got my hands on them. I got to go get them. They were like $600.
Oh,
There's 2
PCS?
different versions.
Yes,
The PCS, the PCS
Yeah.
ones, yeah. So you want to go on a tour? Go on your tour, and I will crack my first beer.
I'm so jelly right now. I don't have no alcohol right now.
Hey, take everyone on the tour of the place, my friend.
Where is it? Where's the box?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there you go. You got it right. Yeah, that's a big ass box.
Yep, that box is big.
That's
That's what she said.
what someone said. That's a big ass box.
That is the slasher exclusive one right there. You got the regular and the slasher, right? You got that one.
Yeah, that's right. The sideshow one's the big one that Steve was mentioning. Yeah, there it is. I have to get the. Yeah, I just didn't have the money at the time, and I have to get around to getting them.
This is the best part, in my opinion. The scope items on the bottom.
Sir, if you break that, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah, the stand is awesome. They did a real nice job. How high is that? Like how tall is it? Well, that's a different.
If Joe says it's 18, it's probably like 8.5.
Hate is great. That's how I feel. Hate is great.
And what other ones you got there? I know you got to have more because I think you had a couple custom ones too.
It's a cool little echo going on here if I get loud enough.
There you go. There's
Take him on the tour. I'll be right back.
the little curse of Michael Myers rat. Yeah, I had that. Oh shit! I forget to break that.
I can't find those anywhere. FYE usually have them.
Yeah, I used to see him in FYE all the time.
Oh, I don't know if that counts. It's here.
Yep, the Geeky Tikis.
Oh, this little fella. These bobbleheads. You already killed a bobblehead. These are all bobbleheads.
The bobbleheads. Yep, we did them already. We have
Oh, here's his spinach.
the spinachers. Very cool. Yeah, I hope they come out with more of those spinachers.
Yeah, those are red. Oh, look at this guy. This one looks killer. Cereal Resin Company.
Yeah, I saw that one and I thought I ordered that when it came out. I must have forgot. I forgot all about that. I guess I didn't order it.
It's called this resin figure.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I remember when it came out. I thought I ordered it.
This one I've seen around.
Yeah, I saw the silver screen one too. Yeah, Steve, I actually agree with you. It looks kind of cool. The better of the two, I should say.
Yeah, you can tell him all about it. That's too bad.
Mm-hmm. Got it. The bust. Yes, I said bust. He said bust. All the ornaments. Yep. Yeah, I didn't get the ornaments out. I figured we could always save that for another one, another day. But yeah, I got all the ornaments. Yeah, they did a nice job with the ornaments. That one is always creepy. The eyes on Myers was always creepy on the Halloween 2 one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's more ornaments. I just like the ornaments. They just come with some cool packaging. Super cool.
The eyes, you know what it is? The eyes on that Myers bust, the H2 bust, it always reminded me of the eyes on the cross and Carrie, the original Carrie. Do you remember the original Carrie?
Oh, yeah.
The cross had those creepy eyes on the Jesus. It was
Look at
creepy
that.
as hell.
Yeah, he's got like those. His eyes are right and high in the mask, and it does look creepy as hell.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm gonna go back around this side because he has more hidden. But again, you know, there's so much stuff everywhere. Does that snow globe count?
Sure. Why not? I'm right there with you, Steve. That's why I don't have any custom stuff. I start going down that rabbit hole. I'm really gonna run out of room and money. I have to draw the line somewhere.
Oh, there's those mugs. Put them down here.
There is a lot of cool stuff out there, but yeah, like I knew he had all those other figures and stuff like that. Yeah,
Look
like
at
some
this
custom
thing.
ones.
Judith.
Judith.
This one's red.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I wish they should come out with an H4 Bandage Myers figure.
Absolutely. I agree.
Joe, come here.
Oh.
Uh-oh. The producer's yelling from the corner. Come here.
What's going on? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! What the fuck, man? Bro, it was too quiet back there, bro. Hey, man.
That was your ass, yo. That was you, buddy.
Woo!
Oh, right on camera. Scared the shit out of you.
Bro, did y'all plot that shit? Y'all was plotting on me? Oh, bro.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's hysterical.
It's on.
That's good.
Game on. It is on.
Very, very
That was
cool.
real good. Yeah.
Here I am thinking he's over there getting a Big Mac and he's plotting on me. Okay.
I think we hit them
Fantastic.
all.
I think I showed everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we hit them all, yeah.
Now we're at the 30-minute mark. What do we got going on today, my friend?
Well, we got a fantasy recasting of Halloween Abortion. Which we can jump into that. We can do We could go to Friday 13 Part 6 review. And also, if you guys saw, I remember we talked about it last week, and I did write it down, talking about 10 movies that we felt defined us. Remember we talked about that at the end of the
I
podcast last
think
week?
we should boogie into
I'm ready.
that conversation because that conversation right there could take a long damn time.
I wrote my 10. They're not in order. They're just 10.
Oh, you didn't put them in order?
No, just influential movies. Top 10.
See, hold on. Let me switch.
So what do you want to jump into? I'm kind of looking forward to the abortion
Get it
recast.
damn
Let's do the
research.
abortion.
Part of it, the hardest part of it, was
Let's
putting it in
do the
order.
Halloween abortion recast first. I'm kind of looking forward to getting that out of
Let's
the
do
way.
it. I'm ready.
So let's do that. Joe's got his research. And I'll see you guys on the other side.
Michael Myers. Born October 19th, 1957. Killed his older sister October 31st, 1963. Killed 3 high school students October 31st, 1978. Also killed 3 nurses and a paramedic same night. Was believed to be dead, then killed 4 students. Hillcrest Academy, 1998. Has been missing, unheard of last 3 years. Now he's back.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was dope. Oh no.
Oh no! There goes our kid-friendly show now.
It is kid friendly. Did you see any ketchup on the tater tots? I don't think you did you?
That was a lot of hamburger meat.
All right,
Those
so
are pecs.
where am I? Let me put my eyes on.
Oh.
And all right, we'll start it. We'll start at the top.
Dope.
All right, so I'm sure everybody would love to recast this. Freddie Harris.
Absolutely.
Freddie Harris was Busta Rhymes, right?
Yes, indeed.
I had to do some research. Hold on. It was thanks to someone named Dawn online. I have her saved here somewhere. I want to give her the credit because I had to reach out for some assistance this time because I'll be honest. When you sent me the list of names of the characters, I'm like, I don't know a damn one of these people. I didn't know anybody. They're all in one big lump as the group that was in Halloween Resurrection to me. But
well, I have mine. I'm ready. I went for Freddie Harris. I went with Michael J. White because if you're gonna have anybody do martial arts, why not have somebody who's really good at it do it for real?
Dawn Marie
that makes
Cerrone.
sense.
Thank
Michael
you,
J.
Dawn Marie Cerrone. Okay, so I did that character, and you might have to do a little bit of research on this one and tell the people who it is, because I can't, because you'll see why. Busta Rhymes, I could only think could be replaced by one other person in that film, and that is a gentleman by the name of Chris Burke.
Chris Burke. Oh.
I will give you a minute to look it up so you could tell him who it is so I don't get in trouble.
I have no idea who that is.
Chris Burke.
No.
Okay.
No.
Am I looking at the same person?
Yep. What was he famous for?
Corky.
He's Corky on Life Goes On.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to be stereotypical like you guys and just assume it had to be a black man in the role. I did the only person I could think did that part justice as Busta Rhymes did. And only Busta Rhymes could do. And that was the kid with Down syndrome from fucking Life Goes On in the 80s.
Billy Blanks.
Billy Blanks. See, I went down I stayed with the formula and went with Ice-T.
Hey.
Stay in the vein of a rapper and,
Yeah, I could see that.
Look at Michael taking a quality role from a black man. I mean, what is wrong with you?
Good point. That's my bad. Did I set us back some years? I'm sorry, white people. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
All right, number 2 is the Miss Sarah Moyer.
All right.
Sarah was
Bianca Kalik.
I got a good one for this one.
I have to go
I
back and
went
see.
with
I
the
did
Sarah
sexy.
was the main character, right? The main chick.
the girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to do. You guys go ahead because I have to do that one, segueing into the next one, which will be Miles, the person on the other end of the phone talking to her the whole time. Okay,
Deckard.
Mm.
Deckard.
Yeah.
you guys first, and I'll segue into it.
I don't know why this popped in my head, but I thought it would be all right. Sandra Bullock.
Oh, America's Sweetheart. I like that.
Okay, because she got the little butt chin and the button nose. I can see that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why
I'm
not?
digging that.
Stephen Green says Jennifer Love Hewitt. I can get down on that any day of the week.
I'll
That's
watch her
fine.
in any. I'll watch her in anything.
Absolutely anything. She could have been Corky from Life Goes On. I'd have watched that shit.
I can
Yes,
watch her
yeah.
in anything or in nothing. Honestly.
Definitely. More so in nothing.
I went with the one and only beautiful Jessica Biel.
Ah,
There you go.
fascinating. All right, this specific task this week was such an abortion in my head that I had to make it interesting as best as I could. And the only other dynamic I could see being the communicating from one phone to the other about the events that's going on is Reginald Bill Johnson and Bruce Willis, like Die Hard. Could you imagine? McLean, he's coming up the stairs, McLean. He's coming up the stairs.
That's a head scratcher, I'll tell you.
What do you mean? That it's the same concept, right? So that's what that. If I remember that movie correctly, that was the whole thing. Like they were talking from a party on a computer, telling the chick on her cell phone where he's at and all that stupid crap, right? All right, move on.
I'm just gonna crumble. Hey, Patrick, I'm just gonna crumble this. Shit
I'm a
up.
solid 99.9% now, thanks to you.
That's right.
Rude.
Rude. How
Rude.
rude.
Dude, Miles Deckard, B.J. Novak. Oh yeah,
BJ Novak.
yeah.
And
I
we're
love,
skipping shit. I'm gonna
Big
go.
Office fan. I love The Office.
No, let's go to Rudy. The hell with it.
Rudy.
Did you give us your Sarah?
Yeah, my Sarah was Sandra Bullock.
Oh yeah, that's right, Sandra, the sexy Sandra, sexy Sandra.
Then you got Rudy.
Rudy.
He was the kid that was all about cooking. He was like the chef.
Oh,
kid.
I went stereotype on this, and I picked Julia White. Urkel.
Urkel.
Urkel. Yeah, why
I
not?
like Urkel. He's a badass dude. He's cool, dude.
Can I do that?
Did you say cheese? Joe's a baller. You know, did you know how good that guy is at basketball?
Oh yeah, I know him. I know all about him.
Gangster. He's a
Oh,
cool
really?
guy, too. Sonic
was
the
my-
Hedgehog does the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog in the cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Stefano Carroll was my hero growing up.
Who
His
did I?
alter ego.
Oh yeah, right. His alter ego. I forgot about
That's
that.
right. He took the serum and he would
Then he had
transfer
that-
it into.
Then he had the geeky chick who was his girlfriend. Was beautiful. Actually, she
Oh
died.
yeah, Myra or Myra.
Myra. Yeah, and she
passed
died.
away, though.
Yeah, young.
Mm-hmm.
So for Rudy, I went with Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? I love Wayne. I love me some Wayne Brady. Man.
Big Steve Green says Rudy is Tupac. That would be a joke.
Tupac.
Let's
Fuck it,
make a
right?
deal, shall we? Let's
Just
make a
fuck
deal.
it.
Nice.
I don't know why. Because I find him highly annoying. I just went with Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I don't know why.
And you'd be happy when he got killed.
Exactly.
Knifed into the
Oh,
wall.
there is that dynamic. I
Exactly.
didn't think of that.
This is
I
true.
would not like to see Urkel get killed. I'll be honest.
Listen to me, people. I don't understand. People, tell me, people. I don't understand. People. Can't stand
What?
Kevin Hart. What? Can't stand Kevin Hart.
Next one would be Donna,
Oh, Donna.
who shows her tater tots.
I picked Sherry Moon Zombie because I don't think she's in enough shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not a zombie movie. They won't put her in anything other than a zombie movie.
I just want her to get. I just want to make Rob Zombie jealous for some reason. I don't know why.
I saw
Maybe
somebody-
to get even with him because I'm so jealous of him. Fuck
I
it.
saw somebody post something about Rob Zombie should remake Jaws and she should play the
I
shark.
saw that. She should play the shark.
Nice.
Yes, that was great.
Like,
For
you gotta-
Donna?
you gotta go- wait.
I picked for Donna. I put Mia Goth.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, yeah, I could see that.
I
Who the hell
like the
is
way
that?
it's going because I don't have to Google these names. I like that.
I don't know. I might have a curveball at you. We'll see.
All right.
I'll take Sherry all day, especially in 2002.
Oh yeah, 20 years ago for sure. All day.
Oh
day.
God, yeah, back in the music video days.
That's right. With Miss Donna, I went the lovely Miss Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
Julianne
Any-
Moore.
any
We know
Boogie
that
Nights
person
fans?
to be the same
Boogie Nights?
person.
Yes, I love Boogie Nights.
Love
Big
me
fan.
some Boogie Nights.
Great
Ugh.
movie.
She's that
Yeah.
super pale chick with the red hair and
What?
Big Lebowski, right? That was all naked and it looked like a little boy
She
with
was-
real boobs.
She was Carrie's mom in the remake of Carrie.
Yes,
she was
I know
Carrie's mom.
exactly who she is.
She's
She
in
is
a
not
bunch of good
somebody I
movies. She's in
consider
a bunch
the
of movies.
lovelies.
Yeah, she's been a lot. Yeah, she's been in a
She
lot
was
of
in.
movies.
I think she was in Hannibal.
she was in
Great-
Oh, I
Hannibal.
know who she is. And that
She
was
took the
not
place
a
of
good role
Clarice.
for her trying
Clarice.
to be Clarice. That was
Hello,
rough.
ladies.
That was a bad notch in her belt.
Did you pick somebody for Donna, Michael?
Yes, I
Who?
said Sherry Moon Zombie.
Oh, that's right, Sherry Moon. All right, so next would be
She's a vegetarian.
I picked this one for a specific reason.
Oh, that's Mary,
For
my bad.
Jen, the girl Jen, who was
Oh.
the annoying character. I forget what her real name is in real life. Katie Sackhoff. She was in a lot of stuff. She was in like Star Trek and all some other shit. But I picked Alyssa Milano just for
Yum.
getting her head cut off.
Oh,
'Cause I
love
can't
Alyssa
stand her.
Milano.
Yes,
Damn.
indeed.
Was it Charmed? Is it Charmed she was in?
Oh,
She was
Alyssa
in-
Milano and
Was it
she's
Charmed?
She was in Charmed. Yeah.
Who's
And she
the
will.
Boss?
Who's the boss?
Embrace of the Vampire.
What would you guys
And
pick
just
as
a bottle of
Jen?
Yum.
I went rest in peace with Brittany Murphy.
Ooh,
Bitch,
yeah.
I know you did not take mine. I knew you would take it too. That's exactly
What?
what I put.
What?
Yeah.
Brittany
Did ya?
Murphy.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's who she reminded me of. But it would have been nicer to have one that's not like a generic, like a real one. You know.
And now we got Jim, who was chasing after what's her name, Donna, for the longest time.
Yeah.
So this one let's see if you recognize the name for Jim. Robert Romanus.
Big Steve said Brittany Murphy too. Who was that portraying?
Robert Romanus.
What the hell's that?
He was Vic Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, Vic Damone. Okay.
And what character are we talking about?
The guy that was trying to have sex the whole time with the girl, with
What's
Donna.
his name?
In the movie, his name is Jim.
Jim. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I
just said
picked
that
Vic
70s
Damone from
show
Fast Times. You know what? You take her out, you buy her some meal, you put her on
Yours would
side
have been
4,
so much
runs
better.
up in 4.
Vic Damone.
Vic Damone, yeah. You see the
I always
mustache
think
coming
of
in?
Chris Tucker. Vic Damone.
I
I ain't
love-
never heard of him. I ain't never heard no hits of
I love
Vic
that
Damone.
guy.
You know? Money
Geez,
Talks or something
actually,
like that?
I'm really kind of busy. I'll
Vic
be
Damone.
honest.
Yeah. I'm really kind of busy right now, right?
I love it.
Great movie.
I went. I think I got a good one, Mr. Jim. Before he lost all his hair, Mr. Jason Patrick from the Lost Boys.
Jason
Okay.
Patrick from the... Okay, yeah.
You know, they get
If you-
the leather jacket, the black hair. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
that's
at
actually who I was thinking too for that role. I'll be completely honest with you.
the Hartnett hater. He
Hartnett.
almost picked it too.
Well, I chose not to see that because my man Steve's been on a roll, so I censored it right when I saw the JH.
So who did you have somebody for Jim, Michael?
Yeah, that '70s show guy,
Which
the
one?
one that he was trying to look like. It was another generic.
Billy Masterson or something?
Whatever
Oh,
he is.
Danny
The
Masterson.
kid
Oh,
with
Danny.
glasses,
Yeah,
the stoner. Yeah.
Yes, gotcha.
Another generic,
Next.
like Brittany Murphy could have been that other character.
Next would be Bill.
Bill, I
famous.
said leave him alone because he's a pal. I like him. He's like the
Yeah.
nicest dude. So I said, he's like the only guy I thought was cool.
He was the first to
I'm
get killed.
looking at the Rookie of the Year since I was a kid.
Yeah, I got a good one. I went with Ben Feldman. He was in the Friday the 13th remake.
Which one?
Felt me.
Ben Feldman. He was the one with the super hot chick. Ben Feldman.
All right.
Oh, okay. I know. Yep, I see him.
He looks
Gotcha.
just like that guy.
Was he Travis? In the Friday the 13th remake?
I can't remember his name. I know he
Was
got.
he the
got
smart
killed.
ass, like the
He had
rich
a pretty
kid?
gnarly death, if I can remember.
He was in that movie. Let's see. What was his name in Friday the 13th? He was Richie in Friday the 13th.
Richie, yeah. I think he was with the girl that got killed in the sleeping bag, right?
I think yes. Yep.
Right?
He
Yeah.
was in Cloverfield too.
Yeah, he's in a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
The one that was killed in the sleeping bag hanging over the flame?
Yeah.
The one with the weird taped on boobs?
Yeah, the guy that was with her, I think.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that chick that pulled her tater tots out there at the campfire in the beginning. And she like
John-
showed her boobs and it was supposed to be all sexy,
Yeah.
but it looked like you
Yeah,
remember
John
when
Krasinski.
Mrs. Garrison or Mr. Garrison on South Park got breast implants and showed everyone.
Topher Grace. Yeah, Topher Grace. There you go.
That's
Topper
what it-
Grace. But we knew exactly what you were saying. Who did I? Oh, I picked David Faustino.
David Faustino.
Yeah,
like that.
bud.
I see
Gotta
that.
do some Bud Bundy.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
A little dirty
And what if-
bastard.
And, okay, Miles Barton, which is Deckard. I know Michael gave that earlier, but who did you have, Joe?
Reginald Bill Johnson. That's
He had a
totally
cool
normal.
name, but shitty character.
Yeah. What did you? Who'd you pick, Joe?
Mr. Ben Savage.
Ben Savage.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Not
not?
Fred. Ben.
I would pick Kirk Cameron.
Nice.
I could see that a young Kirk Cameron.
Growing pains.
Friday Remake's got the best and worst tits. Yes. This is
Oh
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
There's a lot of skin in that movie. A lot of skin.
There's a lot of good. Yeah. There's.
Good
They
skin
know
too.
how
I'm
to
not
make
arguing.
movies. Friday the 13th, like Part 5. They just get right to the awesome deaths and the
I like-
smart ass, funny characters and the nudity. I mean, what more do you need?
I like how you go from part 5 where it shows the most, and then part 6 has none. I love it.
Part 6
Yeah.
is a near and dear one to my heart for multiple reasons, though. So I'm looking forward to that little conversation.
Oh, me too.
Next we got Nora Winston, played by what the hell was her name?
Oh. What's her name?
I gotta be
Tyra
honest.
Banks.
with-
Tyra
Tyra
Banks.
I gotta be honest with you, Patring.
I went
um,
with.
My dog ate the last half of my homework, and as you can see, the dog marks. Hold on, look. If you look careful, you can see the dog marks like right here, where the bite is. You know what I'm saying? But I had somebody. Oh, I did too. I picked someone for everyone on the list, but I forgot.
Yes, Brett Patrick. It is a brutally recasting. This is brutal.
Bro, there was 19 characters. You realize this? 19.
It sucks. And if you guys have names, go for it, because I get to learn who these people are to begin with.
All right, for Nora Winston, I picked Miss Robin Givens,
Oh, good choice. Miss Miss
ex Miss Tyson. Yeah.
I said it wrong. Can I get some slaw? Can I get some slaw? I went with Miss Gabrielle Union,
Gabrielle Union.
Dwayne
Help me.
Wade's wife. She was in Bring It On.
Oh,
Bunch of
okay.
movies. Yeah.
Yep.
Gabrielle
What's the Andrewana man?
Union. Joanna.
What's the Andrewana man?
Joanna.
No, they weren't Andrewana man. Great.
We go to Mr. Scott.
And we have yep. Next would be Scott, which would be Miles Barton's sidekick, and his other Pulp Fiction character guy.
Oh yeah, he had the fake goatee and hair.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I went with Christian Slater. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I can see that. I picked. I think he came up in something last week. Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, NPH. Okay.
Yeah.
I like a little NPH action. Let's see. I
Yes, I
me
did
some
see
Neil
that.
Patrick Harris. He's really underrated. I like him.
Brett says Stifler. He always comes up in these recasts.
He always does.
He-
I
oh,
should've
he's
never
like-
brought him up.
I think he's overtaken the Roseanne.
You know, it
Spot.
was cool seeing. I just literally watched Final Destination like 2 days ago, and You realize he did Final Destination, uh, American Pie, all these movies in like a 2 or 3 year span. Like he came
Yeah.
in hot, boy. He came in hot.
Yes, he did. He was everywhere. Next, we
Did they
have.
ever find any proof or any actual footage of Tyra Banks getting killed on screen?
No.
I don't never seen it, but I think it was actually filmed. I'm not sure. I
Well,
mean,
Brett Patrick's
Brett
saying
mentioned
there's
it too.
stills of it.
There is stills, but who knows? Maybe. I really don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool to see.
I mean, they cut out that whole beginning. Remember with the kid?
Michael,
yeah.
you are
The
not going to
alternate
be
beginning?
America's next top model. Please pack your things.
Next would be Harold, which is one of the security guards. The one that.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, the first person that popped in my head when I saw that guy's face was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He popped up too. He popped up for me. I didn't go there,
Yeah.
but that's a good choice. You went with a quality actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went more comedic. I went with Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead because I'm a big fan.
No, I love Shaun of the Dead.
Fucking love Nick Frost, man. What do you think? Pub in Winchester.
Did you say you rub your dick across? What? What's going on over there?
Hey, what's wrong with that? Next, we have Nurse Wells.
Shh, we're gonna sneak up on Joe.
Oh yeah. No, hell no.
What you mean? Oh, duh.
Nurse Wells. Actually, I dipped my toe in the Halloween 2 movie and said Miss Gloria Gifford.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Good job.
You're not being good.
Got that one. All right, so that's a good choice, man, actually. Okay, so this lady, she's got a very distinctive look. Her name is CCH Pounder, if I said it right. She was in Demon Knight, and she was in that movie End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger. She was the black cop lady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw End of Days.
She's got a very distinctive look. She's a wonderful actress. She's great.
Very cool.
CCH Pounder.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was all over the place. Yeah, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, all in a year. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
He was everywhere. Jeff Garlin.
Man.
Oh, here's a good one. Steve Green. Nell Carter. I forgot about her.
Wow. Nice.
Nell Carter.
Yeah.
I remember
Give
her.
me a break. I sure deserve it.
I like that.
Nurse Phillips.
Ooh, okay, so she was young and cute.
Yes.
So I went as a tie-in to Major Payne, directed by Nick Castle. I went with Karen Parsons.
Fuck off. Look.
Very cool. I can see that. I went with as soon as you said young and cute, I went with
What
did you have it on there? You had it on there.
Holy shit. What? That's 2 for 2. That's weird.
Brittany Murphy, Karen Parsons.
I
There was
picked
another one too, but I didn't put it down.
I picked a young Marissa Tomei.
Oh, baby girl. Oh, I have a thing for Marissa Tomei. My cousin Vinny. I mean,
Wanda
anger
Sykes.
management. Come on.
Yeah, I love me some Marissa Tomei.
She's
Screw
the
it.
best.
Go
She's
with
Aunt-
Wanda Sykes.
Fuck
Aunt
it.
May, the new Spider-Mans.
Anne Hathaway.
Hathaway, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm with it.
I can see that. And we have next
Franklin.
would be Franklin, which we heard in the intro, giving a whole description of the
Franklin.
storyline. And who did I pick? I picked and again, first person popped up in my head just because of the way he looked. I don't know if you guys remember a character actor named J.T. Walsh.
J.T. Walsh, yes. He was in A Few Good Men.
Yep. Few Good
he was
Men.
in, the movie with
Good
Kurt
Morning.
Russell. He stole the guy's wife.
Which one was
Rundown or something like that.
that? He was in Sling Blade. He was in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, he died young too. He's been dead for a while. He
Oh,
died really young.
he was great as in this movie with Kurt Russell. I can't remember the movie. He was the truck driver who kidnapped the guy's wife, and Kurt Russell went back and found her.
Right. I know.
Golly, it's a good movie.
I forget the name of the movie, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, he was a bad guy in that movie. He was bad, man.
Here it is. Yeah, that's it. Breakdown.
Breakdown. There it is. Breakdown.
Yeah.
That's it,
Great
Breakdown.
movie.
Great movie. I went with Mr. Michael Chiklis, Baldy.
Michael Chiklis. There you go.
That's right.
Who you got here? Rick. Who? I'm not sure who that
Dukamunen,
is. Yeah.
Dukaman.
Help us out. I don't know
When
who that
somebody
is. You
knocks
know who
on your
that is?
door, Dukaman,
Don't come
Dukaman,
in. I'm not sure who it is. Help us out.
Dukaman.
For Willie, which was the other security guard. I
One
went
guy
with
popped in my head when I see his face. Only one
who?
guy.
Who?
Mr. He's really big into horror right now. Mr. Jordan Peele.
Boo!
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah.
He sucks.
What?
It sucks.
Boo! Wendy Testaburger.
Hell nah.
Hell
That
yeah.
guy is awesome with a capital A.
Nope. He's a shit sandwich.
This
Hell
must
no.
be like the episode where we reference that '70s show the most because I went with Wilmer Valderrama.
Fez.
Fez.
Oh, I love that guy. That guy is such a pansy, but he's cool. He's such a pansy. He did. I liked how he was doing that show on was it MTV? Yo Mama Jokes or what is it? They would battle each other.
Yeah, he had a show for a
Jokes.
while on there, right? I
He
forgot
was like
about that.
telling your mama jokes or something. He's like, now go. Your mama.
Yeah, I
so
forget
fat. I was like, that's what we're doing nowadays. That's what we're doing.
He has lost.
We're
his
hosting
mind.
Your Mama joke shows.
Next would be Charlie. And this again, first person popped in my head, Jason Segel.
Jason Segel. Oh, that's a good one from
Keeps what? What you
Miss
looking for?
Forgetting
Dog?
Sarah Marshall.
Yes.
I got a surprise
who?
for you.
They're under Michael behind me, in the black.
That's,
Just crawl over there. No,
yes, he was.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in the Burbs too. Art in the Burbs.
Yeah.
The Burbs. Yep.
What are you doing?
That's a good choice. I went with one of the Baldwin brothers, Stephen Baldwin, whatever.
I think we have a thief in this shop.
They're all interchangeable anyway.
He was in Biodome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ball. You don't see those guys around these days anymore either. Oh, and here we go. Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. How you want to say it?
Aaron. That's from Key and Peele. Aaron.
Aaron. I picked. I went back to our Friday the 13th roots and went with Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, we
I
went
figured he'd do that creepy part like he did. He picked up a knife and he never put it back down. You know, the whole creepy.
That's true.
I figured he'd be perfect.
The new guy, DJ Qualls.
DJ Qualls.
Road Trip, the super skinny guy.
Oh, Road Trip. Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Oh, from that legit show with Jim Jeffries. You remember that one?
Uh-huh.
And last but not least, of course, there was a different Michael being played by somebody, Mr. Brad Lurie. And again, simply because I tried to pick an actor that would walk that way and just act that way, I would think. And I don't know why this person popped in my head, but I picked James Spader popped in my head.
Who?
James Spader. Did you ever see Less Than Zero?
Spader. Wow.
Yeah.
The Wolf.
Just the way he walked, like the way the walking is and the body maneuvers and everything. I'm like, oh, that'd be great.
James
I went with Tom Morga
Spader.
as always.
That's your default.
If it
Tom
ain't
Morga.
Nick Castle or James Jude Courtney, it should be Tom Morga. Just saying.
Is that the same Baldwin that was in John Carpenter's Vampires?
No, that Baldwin was the bigger, fatter one. The one that I'm talking about is the blonde one.
Right.
The younger one. Oh my God.
The one in Biodome?
Yes. Which
Wasn't
one's that one?
Steven? No.
Steven. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The
And
one
here
in that Vampires one, he's the chubbier one with the dark hair.
And we've made it through our recast of Halloween Abortion.
Yes.
Now if they could only redo it and
Oh, wait, my Michael Myers, I forgot. Angelina Jolie's dad. What's his name?
John Voight?
John Voight.
Voight. Yeah, John Voight.
It's a weird one.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Very cool. We made it through the recast.
I feel exhausted, and I only made it halfway.
You want to go? We'll go right into our Friday the 13th review because I know Michael's been biting at the
Sure.
to do that. Let's do that, and while we hear the train go by.
Man,
What's up?
I apologize about the train.
Have y'all ever seen All Real Monsters?
See what?
that cartoon show, Real Monsters?
Yeah,
No.
the thing that held the eyes in his hand.
Yeah, you ever? Well, I got the armpit hair like this. Well,
Oh God.
the guy who he holds up his eyeballs and he's got the armpit hair that sticks out.
Oh God. And on that note, let's see you guys on the other side.
What the fuck?
Be right back.
I've got a bad feeling what might have happened to them. Well, hopefully they're fine, but with Jason out there...
Shut up.
Jason who?
Megan, stay away from him. He's dangerous.
Not dangerous. Jason is out there. He's looking for me. He's probably headed back to the camp.
I told you to shut up.
You mean the Jason of Camp Blood?
Yes.
No. You kids better leave.
Jason will return to the area that's familiar. No matter what you call it, it's still Camp Crystal Lake to him.
Jason, listen to this!
So awesome.
How to get our good friend Tom Fredley in there?
Oh yeah, good pal. You know who else I reached out to today? I reached out to the director, Mr. Tom McLaughlin, because I saw he may be a little bit more local than I thought or whatever. But it's worth a try. Tell him about the place and stuff, because he jams. He actually has a band called The Sloths, and there's a song called One Way Out that is badass. They're really good.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I sent an invite. But
So would you like to go first, Michael?
oh god, part 6, in my opinion, it's a toss up between, because everyone knows by now my favorite is part 5.
Part
for
5.
sure.
Yep.
But if I was going to tell you which one I think was the epitome awesome Friday the 13th, like the best one, what was the best one? I would think either like part 4, part 6, or you know what I mean, like 4 or 6. Those two come to mind as like the dream warriors of the franchise. You know what I mean? As far like kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors Part 3 is like not as good as the original, but it's like it's fucking like the best one. You know what I'm saying? But also we've had some visitors from that movie in the shop. Mr. Tom Fridley, that played Court, that got killed in the RV. He's been in the shop. He signed the wall back there behind us. And he ended up coming in here and jamming for a while. He's an awesome musician. And then we've got, I didn't even think of this. It was such a riot when we went and got when Tom Fridley came by here. I'll keep talking, but give me one second. When Tom Fridley came by here, that I forgot that they signed my poster and I didn't ever take it out of the tube. So I can do that right now, actually. Kind of like some weird unboxing or some shit.
Sweet. That's a great idea.
So.
Yes,
now,
it does.
got a couple of fun facts while you're doing that.
Sure.
Coming in at a whopping 86 minutes. It is the shortest Friday the 13th film, if you didn't know that.
No, I did not. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see all the signatures and shit?
That is cool, dude. That's rad. It is, I believe, the first movie or only movie to have no nudity in it. Did y'all know that?
Right, yeah, because she's basically dry humping him. You don't see
Pretty
anything.
much. Yeah. It's fun fact, Michael, for Court. So Jason kills Court with Rambo's Black Bowie knife from the film First Blood Part 2. It's the actual knife.
Oh, is it really?
When he gets stabbed in the back, yeah. It's the
Wow.
same knife from that movie, yeah.
Very cool.
Absolutely. Oh, and the one last fun fact.
Uh-huh.
The blue truck that Tommy drives, it's the same truck that Pam drives in Part 5.
Say word?
Say word, my friend.
I was not aware of that.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
Look at Joe doing some research. Nice. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. It's just because this is my favorite one, so we're going to get into that.
Part 6 is your favorite, Joe?
Sir?
Hell yeah. That's great.
Yeah, Steve said the same thing. It's his
Was that a
favorite.
Major Pain reference?
That's right.
Really
So
captures the 80s, especially with the rock music. Fun flick. You know, I'll give you a little fun fact. When I talked to Mr. Tom McLaughlin that directed that movie, he was such a cool dude that I just felt confident for some reason to ask him flat rate. I just came out and asked him. I said, "So be honest with me. What was up with the smiley face on the tree?" And he
Oh
says,
yeah,
he
yeah.
kind of went, and he smiled. It's kind of like he says, "It is what it is." Back then, that thing was so huge, you know, that smiley face, have a nice day shit.
The
It
same
was kind
thing
of
with
like just a nod of the hat in the direction of like the culture at the time. It just was a thing we did. And
yeah, it's the
I,
same thing with Forrest Gump. Remember when he takes the muddy shirt and he goes like that, and it's the smiley face?
It's a smiley
yeah.
face.
It's the same kind of ode. It was popular back then.
So I guess in all fairness, they did it before Forrest Gump. If you think about it, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Innovators. Tom McLaughlin and them were innovators.
Yeah, it's kind of like that meta humor. You know what I mean? Kind of like it introduced like fun new stuff. With current vibes. It was pretty cool.
Right on.
So
Right
what is
on.
your? I know you're fond of it, Michael. What would your rating be?
So part six, like I said, it would definitely be one of the top three of my favorites in the
Mm-hmm.
franchise. And another thing I got to bring up, in all fairness, because it's near and dear to my heart, and actually, the people in this podcast, since there's all what four or three of us, um, I could go ahead and let you in on a little secret. So tomorrow, Malicide and I are going into the recording studio to record "He's Back, Man Behind the Mask" by Alice Cooper,
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Looking
and we're
forward to
gonna
hearing
have a
that.
professional recording of it, and we're buying the licensing to it so we can put it on our album and kind of start leaning more towards a horror themed band.
That's
Cool.
killer, dude.
And the cool thing is, too, the producer is under the instruction to keep the masters because I've already reached out to a few of the people in the movie, and they have agreed to come in and, like, when they get around to San Antonio, go into that studio and record a part on there so that I could have multiple people on there from the movie
Oh shit.
record on the album.
Very, very cool.
Nice,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, and so like what I brought that up because shameless plug, you know, duh. But other than that, Alice Cooper, the soundtrack, it's kind of like Dream Warriors
Right.
from Nightmare on Elm Street. That Dawkins soundtrack just defined the fuck out of that movie. It was the greatest accent to any movie ever. And with this one, that was no different. Like "Man Behind the Mask" by Alice Cooper is like one of my favorite tunes as a kid. Like I looked forward to the credits. Like what movie do you ever look forward to the fucking credits unless there's like bloopers? You know what I mean?
Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, but that's
That's a
for
good
different
point.
reasons, for
That's
Chris.
because it was over. I'm like, oh, whew.
You know,
Made it
I'm
through it
going to bring
again.
into Rob Zombie's Halloween next because the transition from Halloween Resurrection to Rob Zombie's Halloween, people don't give Rob Zombie's Halloween enough credit. A, but B, people tend to forget because I went opening day since part
Mm-hmm.
six, right? And I went to part six, then H2O, and then H2O was a disaster. And like when he grabs his head and starts going all goofy like that, the whole theater busts out laughing, and I'm like, this is so embarrassing, you know. And then they chop his head off, and it was all stupid. And then the next movie, Jamie Lee Curtis was in it for 2 seconds. She wasn't identifiable as Laurie Strode. She was just acting like some ridiculous person that
They killed
nobody
her
gives a
off.
fuck
They
about.
they basically killed her off like they killed off Ellie Cornell.
Yeah,
Yep.
they killed her off in two
Peace.
seconds, which is whatever. But then the movie like Resurrection turned out to be one of like the stupidest movies I had to sit through. And there was one thing you could overhear people saying in the theater after Resurrection and H2O, that little 1-2 combo. Everybody knew that the next one's going directly to DVD. Like the
Right.
next one it's gonna be horrible if they continue going down the path from H2O to Resurrection to whatever's next. It's direct to DVD. And if you remember at the time, Rob Zombie was like becoming like kind of a legend of sorts in horror world because he just came up with that movie that had this big facade around it, House of a Thousand Corpses. And it
Amazing.
was like, is it going to be rated X? Is it, is it going to be NC-17? I heard it's got the craziest stuff in it. And it was a great movie. And then I heard that the Rob Zombie, is going to make a Halloween movie. I said, fuck me. That is the baddest, awesomest shit ever. And then I'll be honest with you, when I watched it, did not disappoint. I thought it was as fucking gory as it should be and scary. Not scary, but like Rob Zombie, uncomfortable and stuff. So I'm looking forward to talking about, the recasting of Rob Zombie's movie.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
just
looking forward
wanted
to
throw
that.
it out there.
I'm going to be working hard on trying to find somebody to replace William Forsythe. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. No, I describe it as you getting your ass whooped in football. Somebody you fumble, and Rob Zombie picked up the football, is just trying to make the most of it. And I like the fact that he was able to just be creative about it, man. So I'm really excited for these next couple of movies coming up, man. Super
All right,
excited.
Yeah,
so what was your ranking then for part 6?
For part
Since we
6,
got off.
I have to give it a solid 8.5.
Man.
Yeah, I
Bam.
mean, it's got to get the highest non-number one favorite rating I have. So it would probably get a 9. I'd change it to a 9
9.
because it's got to be up there right below what number 1 would
Ooh,
be.
you
So
sexy beast.
it's a 10 level movie. But, it takes some kind of special something to be a 10 that it doesn't have that. It didn't have that blockbuster awesomeness that it could have had. It was definitely not a blockbuster success, but it was a solid 9. I got to tell you, I'll be honest, solid 9.
Cool. Yeah, and Brad, you're definitely right. If you guys haven't read Taking Shape, the second one, Taking Shape 2, with all the manuscripts that weren't, it's really interesting. It's a big book. It's a lot of reading. I honestly have not finished it yet because it's so big. That didn't sound good.
That's what she
But
said.
little by little, I'm working my way through it. That's what she said, man. That's
That's the theme of this one.
We need to have
theme of this one.
That's what she said, counter. We need to have a counter.
Yeah. So for me, I have a vivid memory because I was working in a movie theater at the time. I worked in a movie theater in high school, and I remember working the ticket. I worked in the little ticket booth, and I remember opening night of Friday the 13th because I remember seeing all my friends come in and everything. And then later that night when we closed, I was able to finally watch it because I was in the ticket booth. And plus, I was psyched when I heard, Alice Cooper was doing the theme. I'm like, oh, how awesome is that going to be? And it didn't disappoint. Every part of it, I enjoyed every part of it. I mean, it was, had it was fun seeing Tom Matthews in there, because I'm pretty sure Return of the Living Dead was before that. Yeah, it was before that.
It was.
And he was, it was before that, and I
That's
loved
an
him in
iconic
Return of the
movie,
Living
too.
Dead.
Iconic.
Yes. Yeah, so I loved him in that. I liked Jennifer Cook as Megan. She was, cute as hell, kind of bitchy, trying to stick it to her dad because he was the freaking cop, the
She was
sheriff.
banging.
There she was. And the kills were great. You gotta love the Tom Fridley knife in the head, like and Joe said, with the cool backstory, which I had no idea. Now every time I watch that, I'm going to be seeing Rambo's knife go to his head. But it was I thought it was great the scene in the at the end where they're fighting on the lake and they're getting them stuck at the bottom of the lake and everything, and I just thought it was a great movie all around, because it was very polarizing too, if you remember, because I liked Halloween. I'm not Halloween. Friday the 13th Part 5, but like you said, that was like the black sheep at the time, and a lot of people were not happy about that because it wasn't Jason. So I was kind of curious to see when they were going to resurrect Jason and bring him back, and I thought it was great. So I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah,
Nice.
good one.
Nice, man.
It's one of the ones I go to. It's one of my favorite ones. Aside, like I said, I've already said Part 2 is still my favorite, but I like 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then after that, it's just like, oh,
I don't know. I like part 7 pretty good.
Very good
it's
story.
it's all right, but I wouldn't call it one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
What do you got, Joe?
Man, well, for me, it's the quintessential Friday movie, man. It has everything you want. It's got action. It's got a great story. It's got comedic effects.
No nudity though, which
Yeah,
I didn't even realize you
and
brought it.
that's
Yeah.
what I love about it is it doesn't need that to be good.
You love that
You know?
about it?
It didn't need that to be
It didn't need it.
considered a good movie, and that's what
It's
I
still
love
good
about
without it. Right.
Yeah. So, I love C.J. Graham as Jason. I mean, I met him personally. He's such a sweetheart of a man. I love the character. His size he was so imposing
Mm-hmm.
as an actual figure, a physical figure. Um, it was fun. I love the scene where, he's kind of like this mythical creature. He's like zombie Jason. This is where he gets introduced as zombie Jason. He comes back from the dead, bolt
Right.
of lightning.
That
Um,
lightning, that was the best.
yeah, a great. That's the best intro to any of the movies, in my
Oh,
opinion.
you
Best
heard the
intro.
good news.
Yeah.
That convention we're doing, that
He's gonna be there.
Retro Hell one, CJ
Yes.
Graham and Warrington Gillette are going to be there, and we're going to be
Yes.
vendors at that one with Michael's Horror and
Oh,
Pinball.
cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Very cool.
Super
So
stoked.
we're going to start, and the cool thing is they start at the end of this month, and then I got to talk to you, Big Dog, because I signed up for like another 4 of them, so there's like 6 of them coming up over the next few months.
I got you.
Oh, wow.
We got it.
Very cool.
Yeah, so, but cool.
No, so yeah, I mean, the kills were great. I love it when he pulls the camp counselor out, turns her head completely around and rips it off. That's a great kill. Her eyes flip back in the back of her head.
Oh, and I almost forgot. How could you not love seeing Horseshack get killed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. The sheriff, he's a butthole, but he's a great sheriff. He stayed
Played it perfect.
Played it great. He was great. The last 3 of the Tommy Jarvis trilogy, fan favorite Tommy Jarvis. He's the guy who played him played it great. He was always super serious from beginning to end. Super serious. Never let up that Jason was coming. Let's see what else, man. Yeah, you name it. Kills are great. The fucking RV scene, iconic. Darcy DeMoss getting her face pushed into the wall, the frame. That was dope. Shit, I can go on and on. Overall, high quality movie. It's my favorite Friday film, personally, my personal favorite. So I can't give it a 10. I got to give it a 9.6.
Okay. Damn good.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking A, doggy. And, the soundtrack, like Michael said, rock and roll. It's killer, man. Me being a 1986 kid, can't really
That's so
see it.
awesome.
Came out in 1986, so it's represented very well. Quality came out in 1986, baby. Yeah.
Damn. Thanks for making me feel old. I was working in a movie theater. You were just being born. I was a freshman in high school. in 86.
That's right. Hey, remember this, though. You've been my age. I've never been yours.
Hey, Joe,
True.
you should come to the studio with us tomorrow or Tuesday and put your little note or two on that song.
Hey, we're gonna do some recording tonight, right, Michael? We got some recording to do.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna hear some of the pipe
Go to
bits.
8. I've been singing and playing guitar with that damn song for the past week and a half, and I got it damn near perfect. I got to figure out how much like Alice Cooper I want to sound like, because I could make it sound exactly like the album does.
I think I'm in the running for being the voice of Michael's Horror and Pinball.
Nice.
No, fuck that. That's you, Patrick. What's new? At Michael's
What's new?
Horror?
Michael's Horror. Pinball.
I love it.
Oh shit!
That's
so good.
that's part of the reason we're recording that song is for commercial reasons. We'll have to put Patrick Ring in the background going, "What's new at Michael's Horror
Yeah,
Pinball?"
it's on repeat. Like, what's new?
Because I had a meeting.
What's new?
This was a couple months
What's
ago
new?
with the chick that is a rep for the local news station, the Fox station around here. And she came in, we had a meeting, and I got to record a commercial. We got the details all worked out and stuff like that. We're going to get a commercial together for it, like, those little pop-up ads and stuff like that come up in your, on your YouTube videos and stuff like that in the area. So
Cool.
Sweet.
yeah, so there's a lot of big plans for it.
Well, now
All right,
only one question about you doing a video of Man Behind the Mask. Are you going to get like a big muscle suit so you look like Kane Roberts?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Get like the muscle suit that Weird Al put on
Yes. Oh,
in
UHF.
UHF.
Right.
He had the big muscle outfit. You got to get that so you look like Kane Roberts.
That dude is a beast. But I'll tell you, that was about the easiest guitar solo I've ever learned in my life.
Nice.
It was, but it's so to the point. It is just all killer and no filler, that whole song.
Hey, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of kiss. Keeping it simple, stupid.
This is it.
Nice.
Nothing wrong
All
with
right,
that.
boys. So you want to do like we said last week? We talked about like movies that define us, or
Oh yeah,
take
this
take
will
you
take
back.
up the remainder of the time for sure.
Yes, and to take you back to a certain place in time. You can remember where you were and everything that happened. So
Y'all want to take a little bathroom break? Show a spotlight.
could do
Then we
that.
can-
Yeah,
Can we
This
do
would
that
be
real
the
quick?
segue.
this
Yeah.
I always
could
look
do that.
forward to these.
I thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people seem to like them. I'm having fun doing it because I'm learning things about stuff that I had no idea about. And this week, actually, I think which one did I upload? I
Look
opened
at
up
me.
the
Are
new
you
one.
crazy?
The new
That
one.
shit is amazing. I fucking love it,
Thanks.
bro.
So this week I did. Some people didn't even know about this, which was I didn't know about it at the time either. The Fontaine brick box, the trading cards. So I figured why not do something cool about that? Because learn a little bit about the history of it. And there was this young kid that did a freaking Indiegogo and started that damn company, and they charge a lot of money for those cards. And a lot of people, I mean, like I said, the Halloween ones weren't cheap when you bought them.
Dude,
But
that's rad.
well, if you guys want to hang out and watch it, it's about
Real
6
quick,
minutes
did
long.
you hear that? I saw a thing on Facebook today that they're doing a creep show trading cards box.
Fontaine is?
No, like the Halloween ones, like the trick or treat ones, where they're actually like cards you would buy at like a sports card store.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Super
cool.
pumped about that. Creep show is like one of my tops. Well, let's get into it.
All right, let's
Hell yeah.
watch this. We're going to go take a leak. We'll be right back and enjoy. Welcome back to another Collectible Spotlight. I'm that Halloween movie collector, Pat. This week we're going to take a look at something pretty interesting, something I didn't even know existed until somebody posted in one of the Halloween groups that they had just ordered one because I had never heard of it before. The Fontaine playing cards brick box. Now, this was released back in 2020 by Fontaine Cards. It was, and they sold out real fast. They were not cheap. They're not cheap to buy on the secondary market. I think they were about $150 brick box, which is a box of 12 in a special box. And individually, they were like maybe $10, $15 a pack. I mean, it's crazy for playing cards, but Halloween collectibles, it's not unreasonable, especially for us hardcore collectors that have to have everything. So with that being said, let's dive into this. Fontaine Playing Cards is a boutique brand of playing cards founded by a young 17-year-old magician and sleight of hand card trick kid, Zach Mueller, in 2013. Mueller created an Indiegogo campaign to help launch the first release of his playing cards, and not only reached his $10,000 goal, he actually doubled it and got $21,000. So didn't think there were that many people out there that were into playing cards, but apparently doing some research, there's a big market for collectible playing cards and people doing card tricks that have to use specific types of cards, or I just had, there's a whole world I was unaware of, but it was pretty cool. Since 2013, Fontaine has released several special decks, usually with a limited run of 10,000, which usually sell out fast. In 2020, Fontaine teamed up with Compass International Pictures to release their 34th deck of Fontaines, the Halloween Fontaines. Halloween Fontaines, one of 10,000 decks printed at USPCC, which is the United States Playing Card Company, who manufactured playing cards since 1867. You could purchase a maximum of 12 decks, which they call the brick, in a custom box, or up to 6 single decks if you chose, featuring standard number cards, iconic photos from Halloween on the court or face cards. They also featured an advertising card for the Rabbit and Red Lounge, which is pretty cool. And the Jokers are who else but young Michael Myers. And the Ace of Spades, the iconic opening pumpkin from Halloween 1978. How cool is that? The back of the cards are black with the Fontaine logo in white. Best of all is the special feature on the brick box. When you press the lower right-hand corner of the front of the box, lo and behold, it plays the Halloween theme, and the jack-o'-lantern's eyes and nose light up orange. How friggin' cool is that? When they released, I think I paid, like I said, about $150 for the box, maybe a little bit more. For some reason, I don't seem to remember as much. For the brick box,
And they were around $10, maybe $12 a pack or something like that. On the collectible market now, I'm seeing the brick boxes complete selling for, as low as $200, and some people sell them for $400. And the single packs for about $15 to $25, still sealed. But that's crazy prices for them because, to be honest, like I said, if all those collectors out there that are collectors for a long time, like myself, you could ask anything you want. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. Just because somebody's saying $400 doesn't mean they're going to get it. Do your research, because I have seen these people sell them for $200, which is pretty reasonable for something that's out of print and complete and still working. So you can find them out there. And they're actually very, very cool. I was a little hesitant. I'm like, wow, am I really going to spend this amount of money on playing cards? But when I saw them, I saw the box lit up and played the theme, and had to have them. So they're very, very cool. They're sitting right over yonder, right there. Actually, while I'm sitting there, and I want to let it play too long because I'm sure I'll get a ding for playing a Halloween theme. But it's very, very cool. I don't know how long the batteries are going to last, and I got to see if there's a way to change them. So, with that being said, let me shut it off. Yeah, I got to see if there's a way to change the batteries. I'm sure like those round, like type of watch batteries or something, but figure that out when the time comes. That being said, hope you enjoyed this week's Collectible Spotlight as much as I enjoyed putting it together and doing some research and learning something new, and hopefully you guys are learning something new when I'm doing this as well. If you'd like to see a Collectible Spotlight, anything behind me, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Everything is in the description below, all the links. But you can go to my Instagram page, which is at that Halloween Movie Collector, where my collection is pictured and detailed, and for everybody to enjoy just as much as I enjoy it here. I also do a weekly Halloween Collectors podcast on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on the Michael's Horror and Pinball channel. A great group of guys, some good friends, and check it out. It's a lot of fun with some great people, and we do a lot of cool spotlights and just a lot of fun stuff, some rankings, and just great place to hang out and just talk Halloween and horror geek. I also have a collectors group, Halloween and Michael Myers Collectors Group, over on Facebook. Join, hang out, meet some good people, buy, sell, trade, get some information, some news. Just a lot of fun with a good community of people over there. So be sure to check it out. So until next time, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, it's me again.
That was awesome, bro.
Thank you, sir. Uh-oh, where are you guys? What's going on?
Back in action.
Back. The man behind the mask is back.
I've been looking forward to this, actually, very much.
Yeah, this was interesting trying to put this together, and some of it is, I mean, it's not all deep-rooted meaning. It just takes me back to a certain place. I mean, obviously, you're going to know what number one is, and it's got a deep, deep meaning, obviously. But whoever wants to go...
Wait. Good question.
What's up?
So these are top 10 in no particular order from myself. I'm prefacing that. No order, just top 10 that were influential to me as a person. Just throwing that out there.
All right, so we'll say the numbers are numbers just so we know that we're going.
Yes.
That we're running through 10 of them. I have mine in order. We can start from 10.
I have mine in order too, because we did our homework, Joe.
I did. No,
Research.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so I'll go first. This one was basically, if you know me for a long time, my entire vocabulary and the way I speak came from this movie, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite actors, and it's a movie called Fletch.
Oh, dude, Chevy Chase.
This is what order are we going in?
Well, this is number 10.
Okay.
10. We'll work our way down from 10 to 1. I figure,
Very nice.
But Fletch, it takes me back to being young. I mean, it's just all the different characters he plays and all the one-liners he has in that. My wife, she's upstairs, so she can even tell you, like, half my vocabulary comes from that movie.
That's
She's like, she'll always be like, what do you want? I'm like, the Beatles' White Album, the head of Alfredo Garcia. Yeah, everything
Yeah, I'm
comes from
sorry. Brett
Fletch.
Patrick's right. The creep show cards. It's not trick or treat. It's Fright Rags that makes the cards. That's right.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Thank you for clearing that up, Brett. I appreciate you,
No,
my friend.
I gotcha. So my number 10 would be Fletch. Yeah, basically my entire vocabulary comes from that movie.
Great fucking movie. Man.
Shows you where my mind is.
So, Joe, you look at your list, and out of all of those, what do you think is number 10?
Oh, come on. I can't give you that answer, my friend.
Okay.
I can't.
All right, then pick one. And
Yeah.
which
No, yeah. I
yeah.
got a list of 1 through 10, but they're not in order.
You want? All right. So what do you got?
All right. So number 10 for me is very influential in just subtle comedy, and this movie to me is just one of the most hilarious movies ever made. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Great movie.
Directed by John Hughes, man. One of my personal favorites, man.
Yes.
Damn.
Fantastic movie.
You want comedy? It's right there for you. Two legends going at it. Amazing.
Great movie.
Now, this is going to sound ridiculous being so low on a list, but for me, number 10, and this is in order of my favorites as well, and most influential as well. Number 10 was Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock's original classic, Psycho.
Nice.
I used to
Amazing
watch
movie.
that movie from at the age of 14 when I would go to high school. When I got put back into school, I would go, and when I get back, I would watch Psycho and eat a ham sandwich like every day. It was like clockwork for like a year straight. So
Nice.
I love that movie. I love the folklore behind it. I read the book, The Woman in Hitchcock's Shower, and I've seen the movies, behind the scenes, all that stuff. Anyway, I could go on and on about Psycho, but we don't have time for that. Trust me, it is top notch.
To this day, still has one of, if not the best sequels ever.
Yep.
I like
In part 2.
I like that movie.
Part 2 was one of my
Billy
favorite
and-
movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Psycho 2. Anthony Perkins was one of my favorite actors of all time. He was great, even though that's really the only role he could play.
We'll put a pin in that too, because once we finish Friday the 13th, we can go into the Psycho franchise.
Sure.
Yeah, I could do that.
I would
could
be
do
happy to
that.
do that.
All right.
All right, so number 9 for me. We actually reviewed this not that long ago, and I could tell you it takes me same thing back to a place and time in my life. When I was, just getting into horror movies more and more, and just doing it. And it's Friday the 13th Part 2.
There you go.
Nice.
I remember.
Fantastic flick.
I remember when we had just gotten our first VCR, and I recorded that. And to this day, I might even have that tape somewhere. You'll get a kick out of this, Michael, because if you guys, some us older folk that grew up with the MTV, when it was actually MTV back in the day, on the weekends they would always show concerts, and they show they had just all different bands. But one of my favorite ones was the Twisted Sister concert, the Stay Hungry concert.
Yes, with the fence.
Yes. And I'll never forget, because I didn't know how to record anything at the time, so I had Friday the 13th Part 2, and when they flash on Deborah Voorhees' head, 2 seconds later, it's Stay Hungry just pops up, because I just recorded it right over the credits. So every time I watched Friday the 13th Part 2, and it was just on yesterday, it was on Pluto. Pluto was showing Friday the 13th movies all day yesterday.
Right.
So I started watching it, and every time I see that head, I think of Dee Snider. I think I forget Twisted Sister because of that videotape, because I always watch it and then go right into Twisted Sister.
That's funny how those moments stick out in your head, because I remember all kind of moments like that where you're expecting a Green Jelly video to pop up all of a sudden at the end of the credits, because that's when you recorded the Three Little Pigs video and shit. I love those times. Did you do yours, Big Joe?
Yeah.
Number 9?
Number 9. Another classic. I went with Spaceballs.
Oh,
Spaceballs,
Directed by Mel
yes.
Brooks, man.
Mel Brooks, a classic. I love that one.
Fantastic movie. I fought with myself to put some Mel Brooks on here, and I just couldn't shoehorn it in. If we did the top 20, it would be a lot more.
For sure,
But,
sure.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like an umbrella of comedy. I was very selective, but I consider myself having a pretty good sense of humor. But you can't go wrong with Mel Brooks, man.
Right.
Okay.
I agree
What do you got, Michael?
with that one. Number 9 for me, and it's kind of surprising, but as I look at the list, I'm like, man, these are all so fucking important. These are all big time. To be number 9 doesn't make sense. But It is what it is. The original Ace Ventura.
Hey.
There you go.
Yep. I was in a situation in my life where I wasn't in school and I wasn't, I was a kid and the courts were involved. Like it was a whole thing, but I won't bore you with the details. But it was one of the 5 VHS movies that I had because there was no cable where I lived and stuff like that. It was like Angela's Ashes kind of living, like with fleas and all. It was real bad. But yeah, I could memorize that whole thing. It's like, hold on, check it out, I'll show you. Soccer style kicker, graduated from Collier High, June 1976. Stetson University honors graduate, class of 1980. Holds 2 NCAA Division I records, one for most points in a season, one for distance. The former nicknamed the Mule, the first and only professional athlete to come out of Collier County, and one hell of a model American. Sorry,
What
it
a
is
hell of a model American.
and them talking in the background.
Fuck it.
But it was
Great movie.
enlightening if I could do it without anyone talking.
Love
But
that movie.
I love that movie.
Great
I could
movie.
Go on and on about that one too.
God bless Jim Carrey, man.
And I will say, I remember when it was seeing the commercial for it when it first came out, and we went to see it simply because we just thought, like, oh God, this looks retarded. it looks so stupid, and we walked out of that theater with our sides sore from fucking laughing so hard.
Yeah,
me,
it was one of
me
the
and my
funny-
cousin and friends went, and we walked out of there saying this movie was funny as hell.
Part 2 was even funnier, I thought, believe it or not.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right, so we got number 8. So number 8 for me, same thing, takes me back to a moment in time. This is something just one of the back in the day when I was younger, like you don't realize how big Saturday Night Live was back in the late 70s when I was a kid. And it was like every weekend my parents would get together to play cards and with my aunts and uncles and drink, and we'd all sit around and watch freaking Saturday Night Live. So, John Belushi was my favorite. And then I started loving the Blues Brothers. And then when the movie came out, my number 8, the Blues Brothers.
Wow. Gotta
Big
love
time. Big time. To this day, like I said, I think I mentioned it once before, or I told you privately, Michael, that my old roommate, like we would just be in the middle of nowhere and just go, I'd go, shit. He'd go, what? I go, rollers. He goes, nah, shit. To see him when the cops are behind them.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, we just do that everywhere. We were like big Blues Brothers fans. We just knew that movie. And I still know that movie inside and out.
It's a great
And
movie.
I can still remember the very second of where I was when I heard that John Belushi died. Like it was yesterday. And side note, he died March 5th, 1982. March 5th is my wife's birthday. That's how I always remember her birthday. It's the day John Belushi died.
Well, at least there's a way
A
to
date that'll
remember.
live in infamy, my God.
Yeah, and it just this March was 40 years.
Wow. So what do you think, Big Joe?
All right, my next on the list, it's came out in 04. Shaun of the Dead, man.
Good movie.
Love me some
I love
Edgar,
Shaun of the Dead.
I love Edgar Wright. I love, like I said, I love Nick Frost. I mentioned him earlier. Simon Pegg. If you love zombies, you love comedy, you're gonna love this fucking movie. And I can quote the shit out of it all day.
Mm-hmm.
The Cornetto,
Good
what do you
movie.
call it? Cornetto trilogy. I love all 3 of those. Hot Fuzz, this one, and what's the other one? Hot Fuzz. No, Hot Fuzz. Yeah. So Hot Fuzz, this one, and whatever the other one is.
Very cool.
Well, my number 8 is another one I can't believe it's so low. Rambo, the original Rambo.
Rambo. Fuck.
I
Great
think
movie.
the greatest
Yep.
storyteller this world has ever seen, one of the greatest storytellers, if not the greatest, is Sylvester Stallone. Like Rambo, Rocky, Cobra, like the list goes on and on and on. These are all he makes the best fucking movies, but Rambo specifically was one that I used to watch on VHS every single day for
Great
over a
movie,
year
yep.
and a half straight. I love
And
that movie.
at the time, I remembered vividly that was very politicized because at the time it made really aware of how people really shit on the Vietnam vets when they came home.
Yep.
And it was a big political thing when that movie came out. I remember vividly because he portrayed how shitty they were treated.
Hey, the fucking
Yeah.
And they were, and they honestly were.
Oh man, and Rambo, all those sequels, God, don't even get me started on that. The most recent one is like one of the best ones. The most recent 2 are like they're so good. They are so good. But anyway, we could go on and on.
All right, so we got number 7. And number 7, I actually was, like I said, I fought because I'm a big fan of Carpenter movies. All the well, most of Carpenter's movies. Some of them, I'm not a big fan of vampires, but I felt like hell. It was between two of them, and this one won out simply for nostalgia. And same thing, I remember time and place seeing it, and it just blew my mind. It'd be Escape from New York.
Man.
There you go.
I had to keep The Fog off because The Fog was neck and neck, but it didn't make the list, unfortunately. I think The Fog would have been number 11 on this list, but I had to go with Escape from New York.
Wayne's World would have been my number 11.
Oh.
And Rocky 4.
Oh, and let's wish happy birthday to Miss Adrienne Barbeau because today was her birthday, and she was in Escape from New York.
There you go.
There you go.
She was Brain's main squeeze.
Assuming you're one of the 4 people that are watching us today. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing. What you got, Big Joe?
Oh man, classic, 1975, Jaws.
Jaws.
Directed by Steven Spielberg. That movie made me scared to go swim at the beach. That movie made me afraid to do anything in water. So fuck that movie and love that movie at the same time.
Man, that is such a good one. We're on number 7?
Yep.
Number 7, yep.
All right. My number 7 is a really, really influential movie to me. It opened my eyes to everything that wasn't Friday the 13th or Halloween. And that is, or Creepshow. And that is Terror in the Isles.
Oh my God. I was waiting for you to say that, dude.
Terror in the Isles.
Look at you guys.
Okay. Number 7 on my list. Terror in the Isles.
There you go.
I fucking love that movie.
No, Terror in the Isles. I'm sorry, it's my number 6 because my number 7 was Escape from New York. That was, yep. Go ahead.
Awesome.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that movie, it shows you all the best scenes from
exactly
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, Jaws, and Donald Pleasance and Nancy Allen are in the movie theater introducing it, and it's got a little side story. It's chilling, and the music is all like Halloween-esque rip-off music, and it's you have to see it if you've never seen it. And if you don't know where to find it, because it is very, very difficult to find, it is actually the reason I bought a Blu-ray player when Blu-ray players came out, when Halloween 2 came out on Blu-ray, because Terror in the Isles is actually one of the bonus features in the Halloween 2 Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
The 2008 Rambo, that was a good ass one.
And I want to say thank you,
Burma or whatever,
and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's my number 6. When you started talking about it, I was like, yep, I have a feeling this is where he's going. And for the same reasons. I remember. Well, first, I remember seeing it advertised, and because it's sort of like, you want to call it like a pseudo documentary.
Yeah.
And at that age, I was like, I'm not at the documentaries. But then, who did I see was in it? Donald Pleasance.
Man,
I love my Halloween,
music.
So I had to watch it, and I had the biggest crush on Nancy Allen. She was amazing back in the day.
RoboCop.
They show all of their hot scenes from Dress to Kill.
From Dress to Kill. Yeah. Oh, I loved her. But same thing. It just opened my eyes to these movies I didn't see, and I went and then I was at the video store going like, oh, I got to get this horror movie, got to get that horror movie, got to go check this out.
Yeah, and it would be cool because if you look at the poster, the cover of the movie, in the skull, it has all the list of the movies they watch, and I thought about getting a list of all those movies and just knocking them all off one day, which is a bucket list goal of mine to hit all the movies from Terror in the Isles one day.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's my number 6 was Terror in the Isles. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's dope.
What you got, Joe?
Number 6, John Carpenter's on my list 3 fucking times. So this movie, The Thing.
Nice.
Love the practical effects. I love Kurt Russell. I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell, and it's just that the ending just sealed the deal for me, man. I remember just loving the hell out of that movie, and I love everything about it. So The Thing.
Movie's a slow burn, but it's a good movie. Great movie. Yeah, I mean, I never understood why. You know, admittedly, it is a slow burn, so I guess people were just waiting for like more action, but it does come eventually, and it's a great. I mean, especially the effects for the time were fucking unbelievable
Yeah,
there.
the petri dish scene is just one of my all time favorites, man.
Hmm.
Like trying to figure out who it is. It's just it kind of is like you said a slow burn, but that anticipation and that creepiness is there. It's fucking
Yep,
awesome. So
great
cool.
movie. What you got, Michael?
Number 6 was Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie.
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
That is, like, in my opinion, it's tied for the second funniest movie ever made. And it is like, oh man, every joke in there is just nonstop. If you're not familiar with Mystery Science Theater, they just watch old cheesy movies, and there's three little characters in the bottom of the screen that make fun of them while they're going around, and they do This Island Earth on the movie, and it's such an entertaining movie to begin with. But hearing the jokes on top of them, and now those guys have something called riff tracks,
Oh
and
wow.
they even did one for Halloween.
Oh, did they? I
And
gotta look
I
that up.
watched it. It is hilarious because, like, the beginning when the light goes out in Judith's room,
Uh huh.
uh, when it starts making that ding and it holds that noise, Kevin Murphy's like, it sounds like somebody's leaning on the keys there. It's like, oh man, I can't do it. It's just so funny.
I gotta check. I'll definitely check that out. I loved Mystery. I used to watch it all the time.
They don't have
Great
the
show.
licensing to the movies because they do like Jurassic Park with Weird Al and all this other stuff, but it's like an app you can buy, and it's like, you know, you download the thing and then you match it up with the movie at a certain moment, and then it keeps you lined up with the movie as it goes.
That's cool. I didn't know that, Brett. The 40th anniversary screenings of the
Rip
thing are
Tracks,
happening.
look it up for sure. It is great.
Yeah,
Wow,
I heard
that's
about that
awesome.
and can't wait to see it too.
Very cool. So what do you, number? Now we got number
5.
5, and that's why I said I only had one. Well, obviously I'm gonna have two Carpenter movies. This was a Carpenter-esque movie. Obviously, he was the producer of it and the writer of it. None other than Halloween 2.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
That's
go.
first Halloween movie I saw in the theater, and blew my
Go.
mind. And like I said, I remember it like yesterday. I think I told the story that, you know, at the end when she comes out of the hospital and it's like dreary because it like rained. That was the way it was the day I walked out of the theater. It was like a rainy, dreary day, and it was weird because I can remember it like I was still there. Walking out of that theater, it looked like I just walked in the parking lot of the freaking hospital. The weather was so
That's crazy.
dreary and like foggy because the theater where I grew up was right. It was the parking lot what bordered the Hudson River. It was right across from New York because that's where I grew up, and so it would get real foggy down there, like on shitty rainy days. And the movie scared the piss out of me. Like I told you, the whole story that I had a friend that kept tapping me on the shoulder. It scared the shit out of me the whole time of the fucking movie. One of my brother's friends scared the shit out of me. So I came out scared. It scared the piss out of me. I would figure I was what? That was 81. I was 9 years old.
Oh damn.
And
A damn classic.
it just blew my mind. It was great because it was continuation of my favorite movie. I'm like, how cool was that? My parents let me go, because I was underage, but I went with my brother and his friends. They were older, and just blew me away. And to this day, still the best sequel.
Bravo. What you got, Joe?
Oh man, that's a good one there. But number 5 for me, you can't have a top 10 list in my opinion without having Mr. David Cronenberg in there somewhere. 1986, The Fly, man. The Fly.
The Fly.
Good movie. Great movie.
Man, I tell you, that movie I can watch at any time, any
Yes.
place. Gina
Brundlefly.
Davis, man, Gina Davis banging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, Brundlefly, you name it, dude. Practical effects, the gory, nasty shit.
Yeah,
It's
that was
fucking-
nasty
oh,
shit.
so
When he pulls his fingernail off, man. Oh, to this
yeah,
day, it goes right up my
transforming.
spine.
Ah,
Yeah.
twitching and all
Yeah.
that shit. Oh, I love it, man. Movie, that's a masterpiece.
Number 5, I went with the original Creep Show.
Yes. Oh, I that was another one that was on my list. I'm amazed it didn't make the final cut,
Good
but
one.
great movie. Yep.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Good choice.
Creep Show, the original. I mean, those 4 stories in there. It's 4, right? Father's Day, the rat, or not the rat. That's part 2.
The Crate.
The Crate,
Yeah.
and then Something to Tide You Over with
Something to
Leslie
tide you over.
Nielsen and The Lonesome Death of Jordy Verrill. And then there's
Yep.
also the Upton Pratt at the end. So there's
Upton
5
Pratt.
stories.
Yeah.
Upton
And
Pratt.
it's like 5 awesome kick-ass movies with this kick-ass music. The
Yeah.
fucking theme song, I learned that on the piano. Like, I learned that whole thing on the piano. John Harrison is the guy that composed the piano work, but that music during the movie Creepshow, and it just keeps going up and up. I had to learn that. It took me a long time because I'm not a piano player, but the soundtrack to that movie is just next level,
Yes.
fucking awesome.
Very cool.
Fucking good choice, man.
Number 4. And this is for nostalgia reasons too, because basically it was, if you watch this movie, it was exactly the way it was for me in high school. And it's Dazed and Confused.
Oh.
That was me and my friends, looking to always hang out and party and drink and do whatever. And all we did was drive around because where I grew up, there was nothing else to do except drive around like those freaking guys were doing. And you just had to go from place to place to place to party because the cops would kick you out. It was, it was just, I mean, obviously that was supposed to, it's set in 1976 and I was only 4, but it was basically the same thing in the 80s growing up. So,
That's right.
And same thing, man, a lot of vocabulary comes from that movie.
Absolutely.
Bravo.
And one of the
great choice.
best soundtracks ever.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What you got, Big Joe?
Let's see. Number 4, right?
Yep.
All right. We got 1987. John McTiernan, The Predator.
Oh,
Predator.
fuck, The Predator.
Predator.
Great. Good
Dylan,
movie.
you son of a bitch. I mean, I had to get I wanted to get kind of like an action movie, but sci-fi, and nothing comes close to action than Arnold back in the 80s and 90s. And, you are one ugly motherfucker, all that shit. One ugly son of a bitch, whatever. Love it. One of the top movies ever. I could watch it. Dylan. Love it, man. Awesome.
Great movie.
Great movie.
I love it.
Yes,
Number 4 for me, we just discussed last week, the great and almighty Friday the 13th, Part 5.
hey, there you go.
I'm
Very
defending
cool.
that one to the death. I'm telling you, it needs more attention because it's such a good movie.
Awesome.
Very good choice.
Number 3. This basically defined my childhood too. Speaking of John Belushi making another appearance on here, The Animal House.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
That was, at the time, just same thing. I remember being one of the first movies I recorded on VHS when we got our VCR, and such a great friggin' movie. One-liners up the wazoo. It was just half of my vocabulary. The other half that Fletch didn't take, Animal House basically has that. Wow. And side note, August 20th, we're playing a local bar that we usually play at, and we're doing, our middle set is going to be all from Animal House, and we're doing a toga party.
Too good. That's
Too
dope.
cool.
Yep. So, side note, I spoke to the owner. He's a friend of mine, and it's actually his birthday, so he requested my band to play. And I told him, I said, how about this? I was thinking about, we'll learn all the songs from the soundtrack of Animal House, and how about a toga party? He's like, yes, that'd be awesome. Right. There's an outdoor bar, so we'll be playing outside and everything, so it'll be warm enough, because it'll be in the middle of August.
Fun. You might as well put a link to the event in the description somewhere or something.
For sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got, Big Joe?
All right, well, this one is it's not straightforward, but it's another John Carpenter film. But I had a problem with it because there's another movie that I wanted it to take its place, but it doesn't have that kind of like storytelling. I mean, it does, but not really. So my number 3 is Big Trouble in Little China. Big fan of course, the kung fu aspect and the storytelling and the mythology of the 3 gods and all that. I was gonna say Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, good one.
Good movie.
It was a toss-up between the 2, but because of the storytelling and John Carpenter, it took the top 10 seat as opposed to Bloodsport. So Big Trouble in Little China.
Good one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Number 3, I went with what I consider to be not my favorite comedy of all time, but the funniest movie ever made, and that is Naked Gun 2.5.
Nice.
You could really put any Leslie Nielsen movie in this category, with the exception of maybe I actually no, all of his shit's good. I like Wrongfully Accused, all of them, but
Dracula, Dead and Loving
specifically
It.
part
Yes.
two and
Yes,
a
I forgot
half, The
about that.
Smell of Fear, the funniest movie ever made.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, great. All those Naked Guns. Even, did you ever watch the Police Squad shows?
Oh yeah.
Yes, and
Oh, I
actually, I
used to
couldn't
love
believe how
those.
funny and relevant to the movies they were.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny as shit too.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Not
hysterical.
just like ha funny, like like overly funny, like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
ridiculously funny.
Yep.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck?
All right, what you got for number two?
For me, well, I'm sure you guys can figure out my number two and my number one. Number two goes hand in hand with number one, and number two is the Warriors.
The Warriors, dope. I knew that was coming. I knew
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yep,
We
that
got a
was
little
my.
sneak peek last
It
time.
introduced me to obviously what my number one's going to be, but just a great movie. It takes me back to hanging out with my cousins and being younger, and we were dying to see that movie, and it was coming on HBO. We're all watching it, and just some great scenes in it. Great fighting scenes, and you see all the different gangs that they have to keep fighting up against, like the baseball furies and the guys on the friggin' roller skates and stuff. Such a great movie. Great soundtrack too.
Absolutely.
Nice. What you got, Big Joe?
All right, so keeping with the sci-fi aspect, got to give some James Cameron love. 1986 again, Aliens.
Aliens.
Love me some Sigourney Weaver. The action is nonstop. Uh, Game over, man. Game over, man.
Nice.
Rest in peace. I mean, you name it, that movie's got everything you need. It's amazing. So that's my number two.
What you got?
Um,
What you got, Snacktastic?
Number two for me is not the funniest movie ever made, but damn close. But it is my favorite comedy. This is my favorite non-Halloween movie of all time. Is Grumpy Old Men.
I knew that was coming.
Oh,
Yep.
that's coming. I knew I was waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I was just in love with the whole cast. I mean, like, I went and watched every movie that all of them did. Like Jack Lemmon, I watched tons of his movies, The Great Race and Some Like It Hot, and all these great movies. And then Burgess Meredith, of course, Rocky's
Mm-hmm.
trainer, and
Yep.
the great Mr. Beavis from all the Twilight Zone
Twilight
episodes,
Zones. Yep.
all the good ones, a lot of the good ones. And Walter Matthau was absolutely I idolized him. He was the funniest guy, and I always tried to do an impression of him like my whole life, and this and that. And I all of his movies are in my tops, like The Odd Couple and The Sunshine Boys with George Burns is like the most ridiculously funny movie of all time. And you know what the most underrated movie of all time is? And if you have not seen this, you have to see this movie, The Survivors, with Walter Matthau and Robin Williams and
Wow.
No, I didn't see
what's
that
his
one.
name? Did the soundtrack for Smokey and the Bandit. Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed.
Yeah, he plays an assassin that gets caught by or identified by Walter Matthau and Robin Williams for robbing this diner. Oh my God, you have to see it. The Survivor is the most underrated movie of all time. But anyway, Grumpy Old Men, my number two.
Yes, great director. Yep.
That-
Walter Hill did the
That's
Warriors.
awesome.
48 Hours too. Yep, 48 Hours. I forgot about 48 Hours. That was a great movie too. And now we're gonna come down to number one. I don't think I need to have to say anything more other than the fact that everything
It's
behind
been
me.
a great podcast, everybody. I don't
I
think
mean-
we even need to insult each other by answering that question.
I mean,
So,
we're here for a
gonna get to
reason.
doing some queuing at the damn Horror and Pins, a la Chef Boyardee over there. So we're gonna start rocking and rolling. Wish you were here, Patring.
Yeah,
Gotta
I'm
get
there in
out to San
spirit.
Antone. Maybe for a little while, maybe permanent. Who knows? I don't know.
Well,
Just
Joe,
saying.
I'm just checking in. We're assuming your number one is Halloween.
Well, my number one. Patrick,
If it's not, what is it? If it's
remember, number one is it's not in any order.
not, right?
And we're talking most influential.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but just like you, Patrick, Halloween 2, man.
Oh, okay.
Halloween 2, because it's what introduced me to 1. So
Right. Yeah.
I'm all about 2.
It's your gateway drug. That's cool.
It's
I
my
understand
gateway,
that.
man. So yeah, John Carpenter he's special to me.
Yeah. I mean, I picked one because, hey, we wouldn't even be talking here. I wouldn't have made two great friends had it not been for that movie.
Amen to that, my friend. I do want to note two things since we're on this subject. Two things. Number one, the number one movie would that only thing that would be above Halloween, and but this isn't really considered a movie, is the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Like the video, it starts with the video, then does the behind the scenes stuff of making Thriller. It is by far, like, just like Halloween has been my favorite since before I can remember, Thriller has been my favorite since before. I never had another number one favorite song than Thriller.
Do you know what you just did? You just came up with a great idea, my friend.
What's that?
We should do a top 10 best influential music videos.
We should.
I could do
but
that.
Then we also got the other thing. If I was on a desert island and I could only take one movie with me for the rest of time, it would be Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah,
that's movie is the most full, easy to watch, awesome fucking movie of all time.
Well, that's debatable. We'll get into that some other
time. Nice.
Well, I know we'll wrap up. We got everything in, which is good. Because I know you guys are going to do some recording and do some hanging out. So it's I know it's 10 after 8 there. So
we're about to get some barbecue, and I'm gonna make some burgers and weenies there, Pat.
Oh, damn it, son of a! I'll be there in 5. Bastard.
Anytime. Hey, when you come, dude, it'll go down like Chinatown. It'll go down.
I'll get there too, man. What was this? You can always do your favorite movies of each decade. Yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea.
Brett always has the best
ideas. This shit was fun, guys. I really had fun. I enjoyed this tonight, man. This was really good. Not like I did in the other times, but this one was really fun, man.
Yeah, actually, a lot of fun. And
so some bittersweet news. We were going to have a special guest on this evening, but he got pulled away with a crazy schedule. But that's why I but long story short, he is interested in popping up real soon. So you got to keep your eyes peeled. We're going to start bringing a couple really cool people in.
Cool.
Yeah.
I actually uploaded that video. I didn't know if you wanted to put it on YouTube or not. I know you put it on your Facebook page.
We'll take a look at it. I don't want to get too fanboy on the subject. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me know because I can always throw it up there.
Right on. And, well, gentlemen, it's been another fantastic evening and podcast with you guys.
Yeah. Well, guys, enjoy some food.
Would it be inconvenient to do this at 4:00, like the 4:00 Central Time, 2 hours earlier?
I don't think so, because 4:00 would be 5:00 here. I mean, I'm usually around at 5:00, but sometimes I'm not. Why you changing your hours at the store?
No, it just puts me in the. I don't have to stay after we close. I could do the podcast while we're here and stuff.
Well, I thought you closed at 8:00. Did you change the hours again?
No, we closed at 6.
Oh, I thought you guys closed at 8.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
At 6. But that's all right. It's no big deal at all.
Let me see. Yeah, let me just see what's going on. I
don't
see it being a problem.
Keep your eyes open, and
if we have a change.
Yeah, because it could.
We'll keep everybody posted.
But it doesn't have to, because I know I've changed us up a lot, and I don't want to change us a whole lot more. So if you want to keep it, we'll keep it. But anyway, I appreciate all of you guys. Much love from San Antonio.
All right, boys. I will see you guys next week, and I'm sure we'll talk during the week. And,
bye, everybody.
We'll hit the credits, and I'm going to go eat something myself. All right, boys. Take care.
Thank you.